A TikToker by the name of Mu'min Suleiman Abu Makkah makes a revolting video where he attacks gays. He compares gays to you know what, pedophiles and rapists. And then he says, are pedophiles born that way? Rapists? So, this is where we most clearly see the difference between humanism and religious morality. This is your friendly neighborhood ex-Muslim. Before I continue, just want to remind you that this is my new channel that I'll be using going forward. Please subscribe. Despite what some religious folk will try to make you think, pedophilia is not about to be legalized any day now. It's just not. We have rather increased child protection laws even further than ever before. But we need to understand something, and this is very important. Consent. Consent is a key difference here that highlights the difference between secular and religious morality. Homosexuality between two consenting adults is not wrong, but children can never consent. That's why we consider acting on pedophilia a crime. Rape, whether between two adults or an adult and a child, is a crime. Why? Because of the lack of consent. Consent is missing. Why am I so disgusted with this? Because he is dehumanizing others who are hurting nobody. But according to his Islamic beliefs, gays who were caught in an Islamic state would be killed, thrown off the roof. Thankfully, most Christians don't believe that.
Are people born gay? Whoever says that to you, they are lying. Now, all my gay people, listen to this.
All you gay people, give me a break, man. You have no gay people, no gay friends. Nobody you probably know is gay. They would run away from you and your toxic views.
Before you start judging and say I am a homophobic, so on, etc., this is not a hate speech.
Yes, it is. It's hate speech. Why is it hate speech? Because you are dehumanizing them. If you had your way, you would implement hudud on them, like your brothers are doing in Syria. Or do you condemn their actions? If so, please make us a video telling us why it's wrong to kill homosexuals. Please tell us that the sunnah is immoral and evil. Please. But you won't. So instead, you'll spread hate speech because you can't actually execute them.
I'm not judging. But let's use our brains, okay? And let's not lie to the people, right?
Okay, that's a new one. Use your brain. So if you want to use your brain, let's do that. Let's look at the evidence. What does the evidence say? It says that homosexuality is something that you cannot choose. Whether you're born with it or it develops at a young age, it's stable by puberty. Let's stop pretending you care about using your brain. You're blindly following your prophet. No brain needed. Just throw out your brain.
Now, if you say you were born gay, I know you are a liar.
Really? Who are you to call them liars? I could say the same to you. If you claim you're born straight, you're a liar. You realize that whether or not they are born gay is besides the point. The point is they are gay now, and that's not changeable. All they can do is decide whether or not they act upon it.
You know why? Let me tell you this. A person who rapes people, was he born a rapist?
Are you dumb? Rape is not a sexual orientation. It's a crime committed against another individual. Are you really that stupid to compare rape and action against being homosexual, a sexual orientation?
A pedophile, was he born a pedophile?
Actually, yes. Did you look at the evidence? One of those researchers is Dr. James Cantor, a neuroscientist who's been studying sexuality for over a decade and is now a renowned international expert on pedophilia. Dr. Cantor believes that pedophiles have some specific physical characteristics, including differences in brain wiring. Their brains have less white matter, the connective tissue that carries messages to other parts of the brain. He's found convincing evidence that's now widely accepted among scientists. As a side note, this is a red herring. Regardless of whether or not they were born this way due to their brain wiring, or early childhood experiences that cause them to become pedophiles, the fact is that by puberty, the sexuality is stable and doesn't change. But make it clear, this doesn't mean it's okay for pedophiles to act on these urges. It'll never be okay because children by definition cannot consent. They are too young to understand sex and the consequences. Pedophiles have to spend their entire lives in a state of managing their urges since they can never act on it. Many of them really have a miserable existence. None of them chose to be this way. None of them wants to be this way, and they can't change it. So you're wrong again.
A murderer, a killer, was he born killing, murdering people? Of course not.
You are again twisting things. Killing is not a sexual orientation. It's an action. Do you really think we're that dumb?
Listen, this is desires. This is whispers from the devil. Alright? And it's also a test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to see if you have patience or not.
Yeah, so both Allah and Satan are on the same side here, I guess, to make people's lives miserable. And you know what? This is really a problem of evil or suffering. Why does Allah make people gay and then say it's haram? Seems really twisted, doesn't it? But you'll never accept the evidence that they are born gay or that they are gay despite their own choice, because you can't blame Allah for doing something like that and then wanting to punish them. I know a former Somali Muslim who was gay. He tried to un-gay himself. He tried so hard to make it work. He even got married due to his family's wishes. Married to a woman. Eventually his marriage fell apart and he realized that he had to be sincere to himself, that he could never become straight no matter how badly he wanted it, and he has now taken the tough path of living authentically. It's twice as hard for gay Muslims because when they doubt Islam, they wonder if they are doubting it for insincere reasons, that they just want to leave Islam because they are gay.
Remember, God does not drag you to hellfire or punish you for your desires, okay? It's a test. But He will judge you if you act upon your desires. Peace.
And why should they have to live their entire lives being celibate? No, you don't wish peace. Your religion wants them dead. Your beliefs are a scourge on our world. Comparing gays to rapists and pedophiles is disgusting. But you of course missed the whole point of consent, because Islam was never about consent. If it was, it wouldn't have allowed sex slavery. Consent is a word that never existed back in the 7th century. We don't want your 7th century morals in today's world. Keep it there in the 7th century. My gay friends live wonderful, happy, productive lives. Why should it be any other way? Live and let live. Thanks for watching. This is my new channel. Please subscribe. All my new videos will be coming here for a while now. And please join me on Patreon if you'd like to support me to make such videos. This is your friendly neighborhood ex-Muslim Abdullah Samir signing out.